Last night I was lucky enough to have a go on a rig pulled along by the beautiful Frankie, but tonight I want to find out a wee bit more what goes into looking after these incredible creatures.
We've got 12 dogs of our own, and so they do take a lot of work. You know, a lot of the morning and night it's looking after the dogs, but they're just brilliant to live with.
So Judy, how long have you been doing this? How many dogs have you got as well?
We've had the huskies for about 21 years.
Oh wow!
We've now got 11 huskies and a pointer.
And you've got them up here with you?
Yes, we have. They're in the van.
Can we meet
Do you
them?
want to say hi?
Yes, I'd love to. Amazing.
Let's see if they might be fast asleep.
Okay. Oh, look at that.
Who's that?
Look at those faces.
This is their travelling kennel,
Okay.
and they spend a lot of their time in here because obviously we do a lot of training and a lot of racing.
Of course.
And they love it. As soon as we get ready, they know they're going in the van. They're like, yeah, we're going to go running. So we started off with two rehome dogs, and happened to be up here skiing when the Aviemore race was on. Went to watch it, stood at the start line, and I looked at my husband and I went, I wouldn't do that. And he looked at me and he went, you're mad, woman.
Fell in love with a husky, and that was
that
it.
started it, yeah. And so we got a rig and we started training, and then one of the dogs was a little bit older, so I thought I'd lead to puppy, and sort of 20 or so dogs later, here we are.
They have similar characteristics of a wolf. How much of that is true? Do they have a wee bit of kind of wolf in them, I suppose?
I mean, Siberian Huskies they're dogs.
Yeah.
You know, and all these dogs here are pets. But yeah, they do act a bit like the wolf in terms of their pack, the way they live as a pack. All of ours live as a pack, and we've got a top dog and a bottom dog.
Oh right.
And the top dog is really the boss. We have a number two who sort of, it's almost like the top dog is the one that sort of sets everything, is just calm, and then the number two is the little sergeant major that will go around and put everyone in their place. And then we've got the Omega dog, the bottom dog, who tends to be a bit of a joker. Well, first and foremost, they're all working dogs. So if you take the Siberian Huskies, they're very much like a border collie or like a gun dog. They're working dogs, so they're full of energy. You never let them off the lead.
Oh,
because
right, okay.
yeah, they would just tend to run, and then maybe 3 or 4 miles later they turn around and look, oh mum, you're not there. So, and that's another reason why we and so many people run them. And when we thought, well, we can't walk, we'll never tire Siberian Huskies because they're bred to run miles and miles and miles, so we can never walk that much. Well, we'll maybe try working them.
Yeah.
And that's how they get their exercise. We usually start training our puppies maybe about 6 months old, and you get the harness out, and you put it on for the first time, and they just go. And you just think, well, I don't have to train them to do this. It's just in them. It's in their lines. It's in them. They just want to run.
The racing and the sort of treks like today, they're key in making sure that they stay fit and healthy.
Yes.
But how do you, on a day-to-day basis, as you said, people would maybe take their dog on a walk, go out. How do you keep these guys fit and healthy then? Do they have an area they can run around in and not worry about running away for miles and miles? Yeah,
we've got a very, very secure area. So during the day they've got covered kennels and open kennels that they can go back and forth, and then a big yard that they can play in and run around.
It's a big commitment to take on these dogs, and we said it's more of a lifestyle. You've got to make changes like having
a van.
A van, exactly. Is it quite an expensive commitment to make sure that you're looking after these dogs all the time?
People see Huskies, they think they're beautiful, big fluffy dogs. They don't realise they are such bouncy working dogs.
Yeah.
So unfortunately there's a lot of Huskies that need rehoming. It's really important that we make sure we feed them properly. We exercise them. A couple of times we've been down to the Alps to run them on the snow down there. So yes, it is a commitment, but on the other hand, if you can adapt your lifestyle to a husky, then they make wonderful pets.
Yeah,